What's up, hotties? It's your girl, Hallie Gilmore. Grab your shoes, connect your headphones, let's go for a walk. It's time for a hot girl talk. HGT is the podcast for every woman ready to embrace their fullest potential. Hosted by me, HG, a powerhouse spanning the dance and model industry, corporate world, and all things personal growth. This show is your go-to guide for inspiration, empowerment, and lessons that will change your life. Let's get into it. Episode 1. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and being here to support me on this journey. I have so much in store for this podcast for you guys, so buckle up. It's about to get real hot in here. Episode 1 is going to be about what I've been up to the past 2-3 years, why I'm starting Hot Girl Talks podcast, and what it's going to be about. So let's just get right into it. Hope you guys are either on a hot girl walk, maybe at the gym, if you're on your couch watching, reading a book or whatever. If you're listening to this wherever you are, just know I love you and you're a hottie, okay? So bear with me, guys. This is probably my 5th time recording this episode because I've had technical difficulties like no one's business. This is a little out of my comfort zone, figuring out how to sync audio and video, blah, blah, blah. It's a lot, but this is going to be the episode. If you're listening to this right now, this is the one. I'm confident that everything is going to go well. So to start right off, I am 27 years old. My birthday is February 15th today. Say happy birthday to me. Hello, fellow Aquariuses. I love birthdays because it's just another year granted to keep chasing after your dream and to just become older yet wiser. Like not older, but sexier, more grown, more mature, more demure, very demure ladies. So yeah, I'm having a hot girl brunch to celebrate. My sister's flying into town. Like all things are looking up. So yes, lots to celebrate this season. Like I was saying, I was born in Madison, Wisconsin. My parents met there in college. My mom is from Montana. My dad is from Chicago, Illinois. They met in Wisconsin and had me, except I wasn't there for long and I grew up in Orlando. So I'm a sunshine girly all day. My parents grew up playing sports. I grew up playing sports. Our whole family plays sports. So we're a very active family, which I love. And I love my family dearly. We're all spread out all over the country. I've got cousins in San Diego, Oregon, Denver. I've got sisters in Texas, Minnesota, brother in South Carolina, Illinois, New York, Buffalo. Like it's crazy. I could literally hop on a flight right now and go visit someone if I wanted to, which honestly is a blessing. Hopefully one day we can all live in the same state. That would be even more of a blessing. But for now, we're chilling. So I'm married. I married my high school sweetheart, Kyle. He is my rock. He is my favorite person in the whole world. And I would not be starting this podcast if it wasn't for his support, allowing me to turn our second bedroom into a whole girly podcast studio. So thanks, babe. He's a firefighter. He saves lives. He saved mine. He's just the best. If you know Kyle, you already know. But ladies, back off. Thank you. You're going to find out that I am kind of silly. So this podcast is just going to be fun. There's no rules here. I'm just going to be as natural as possible and hope that it flows. Hope that I don't get too off track too. It's kind of hard for me to remember the last thing I said, but we're going to try our best today. So like I said, I grew up playing sports. I started dancing when I was 3 years old, and that was my first love, my first passion. And I've danced all the way up until 2022. That was kind of my last year dancing, and I didn't want to stop, but my body was telling me no. My knees were not feeling good and I really had to sit out. So when I was younger, I did all types of dance, ballet, tap, jazz, hip hop, lyrical, contemporary, modern. And that was just what I knew. But hip hop was always my favorite. So when I was younger, 7, 8, 9 years old, I did what's called the Magic Minis. And that was through the Orlando Magic. And so my goal when I was 18 was to be an Orlando Magic dancer. That was just always kind of what I had in mind. So throughout high school, I played sports. I played basketball, flag football, and track. A little bit of volleyball in middle school, but I also did cheer in middle school, but I got a black eye and then I quit. So it wasn't for me, but shout out. Anyways, I didn't compete in dance until my senior year of high school. I actually joined a competitive hip hop team, and that was super fun. That's kind of where I learned a lot of like a hip hop foundation. And the team that I was on, we actually won a world champion. So it was so great. And I was just on a roll. I was in my dance bag. I was grinding. 18, I was like, okay, I'm going to audition for the Orlando Magic dance team. I made it to finals with the Orlando Magic dancers 3 years in a row. When I was 18, 19, and 20, I auditioned for the Orlando Magic dance team and I made it to the finals. I was like, let's go. Like, I'm almost there. It didn't happen one year. Let me try again next year. Didn't happen the second year. I was like, okay, third time's a charm. Let's go. Didn't happen the third year. I was like, okay, well, maybe this isn't for me. I was ready to give up. I was ready to be like, maybe I should try something else. Like, I don't know. I had tunnel vision on at the time. So yeah, I was like, okay, well, whatever. I was getting my college degree at that time. So like I could change my focus, you know? So I think God was like, no, Hallie, like you are meant to dance on that court. So they switched it from a all girl dance team to a co-ed hip hop team. And that is where I thrived, baby. I made the 407 dance team and I spent 4 seasons with the Orlando Magic and it was the best job ever. I can't wait to tell my kids about it, show them videos of me when I was little to when I was an adult. It was a really big full circle moment for me. And I just loved that energy. I love basketball. I love dancing. So I just mixed 2 things that I really enjoyed and made it a career, which was fun. However, I didn't really rest in between. So I was going to school, dancing full time, I guess part-time. And then I was modeling also part-time and working. I was a server. So I was doing the absolute most, which I feel like most young adults are do. Like some of them just have that, let's get after it. Let's grind. Let's make this money mentality. And that was what I was doing. I loved being busy. I had no issues with it. But my body couldn't really take it. It was just time for me to sit down and just take a break from dancing, which honestly was a heartbreak. I was heartbroken. I kind of lost myself for a little bit during that time because all I've ever known is dance. And that was kind of like my personality. It's kind of who I was known for. Oh, Hallie, there she is. That's the dancer, right? And I was like, yeah, that's me. So it was hard mentally during that time and physically too. Like my knees were inflamed. I found out I had missing cartilage in both knees and you can't replace that. A little time passed after that. Knees weren't getting better. And I found out I have like some type of mild arthritis. I don't know, but I didn't want to rush into surgery or anything. So I was like, let me just try to like relax and get better on my own. And fast forward to today, I'm feeling so much better. My knees are not 100%, but I would say like they're about 90%. Like they're feeling good as new. I no longer feel like a 75-year-old grandma who can't walk, even though my grandma is 75 and she's definitely very mobile and very much walking. So age is nothing but a number. Okay. I kind of sat with myself back in 2022 and was like, Hallie, you know, if I injured myself, like dance could end at any moment. And it did. So I was like, all right, what do I do now? But I ended up getting engaged that year. So God's timing, everything was working out as it should. And I was just trying to trust his plan. So Kyle and I got engaged in 2022. So we were planning a wedding. I was like, you know what? I graduated college. I'm getting married. Like I'm an adult now. Let's get it, girl. Like new era, new character unlocked. So we're going with the flow, even though it's still a little hard. I was having FOMO, missing out on dance opportunities and gigs, but you know, that passed. So I'm in wifey mode, getting ready to plan a wedding, right? And I'm working a corporate job. At the same time, I was working for a company which now is about 3.5 years. I'm just now starting a new job with a new company. So excited for that. But yeah, so at the time I was working full time as well. And just balancing life, really, just trying to figure out what my purpose was and just trying to stay happy. Fast forward to 2023, still planning a wedding, still planning a bachelorette party. I'm still go, go, go in my head. Like I never truly just don't have something going on in my life, which I don't mind. I like being busy. I've gotten better at just spending time with myself and not being as busy, but still being productive, if that makes any sense. So 2023 came around and my head was kind of just out there. I was like, planning a wedding is a lot. And if you've had a big wedding, you kind of get the gist. It takes a while. So that's where my head was at. And my parents had moved to Texas. I would say, I think it was 2022. And that was new because they've lived here our whole lives, me and my sister Savannah's lives. And in 2023, suddenly and unexpectedly, my younger sister Savannah Sky Sutherland passed away. Moment of silence. That was the worst day of my life. That was the hardest day, and it has been still really, really, really hard to just grasp the fact that she's not with us anymore. And it was the best year of my life because I was getting married, but then it was the worst year of my life because my sister passed away. Like, are you kidding me? What in the world? Like, how? Why me? Why her? Why us? Why? Just why? It was a lot. It was very emotionally stressful, emotionally draining, trying to be this happy go lucky bride and try to keep it together and be strong. And then I'm grieving my sister. I'm trying to keep afloat. I'm trying to keep our mom okay. Like, it was just a lot. And whew, yeah, it gets me really worked up because it's a heavy thing to go through, and it's not easy, and it's not something you're prepared for, and you don't know how to navigate it. So if you've gone through grief and you don't know how to navigate through it, you're not supposed to. It's a part of life, yes. And if you've been through something like that, I feel for you, and I pray for you, and I'm sorry that you've had to go through something so tragic. However, there is a beautiful way to look at it if you look at it as a bigger picture and trust that God has a plan, and that, you know, if you believe that, as I do, like they're in heaven, they're safe. Okay. So, but I wasn't going to church before Savannah passed away. Like, I've always been a Christian, but I never really, besides Easter and Christmas, went to church. So when Savannah passed away, like immediately I was like, I need to go to church. That is where I need to be. And I've been going to church almost every Sunday since June 2023. And Kyle and I got baptized last January. Like, it's just been such a transformational season for us. So 4 months after she passed, Kyle and I's wedding was happening, and we've been planning this for over a year. You know, everyone has been looking forward to it. And I think the wedding was really a good time for my family to kind of give them something to look forward to, something to celebrate, and just celebrate Kyle and I's love. So I'm so grateful that, you know, it worked out that way, even though it was really hard to not cry every 5 seconds. We did do a butterfly release at the wedding and just celebrated her and our angels. I have multiple angels in heaven. I lost my brother Carter when I was 19. So it was in 2017, and he passed away, and that was the first death that I had ever experienced, and it was really hard. It's still hard. It's been 8 years, which actually baffles me. Like, where did the time go? And I just know, like, my angels are protecting me all the time, and I'm making them so proud. So that's why I'm here, guys. And also, Sean, my stepbrother, he passed away in 2019. And then my dad passed away not even 6 months after that. So, whew, deep breath, Hallie, you got this, girl. That is not something anyone prepares you for. No one prepares you for life-altering, traumatizing events and losing loved ones unexpectedly. It's just not something that no one writes a book on. Here, this is how you deal with it. No, I had to deal with it with my family, and we have each other. It's definitely bonded our family even stronger. But I just have to I have to mention that because that is now a part of my life. Like, it doesn't define who I am, but it definitely builds and explains my character and how strong I am. And it just goes to show, like, how capable I am of persevering and just kicking ass at life, because life's not easy. It's hard. But we can do hard things. I can do hard things. You can do hard things. And just know life is short, but we also do have a beautiful time here on earth. So we have to make the absolute best of it. Okay, hotties. So promise me that. Promise me you'll make the best of today and tomorrow and every day that we get on this earth. And I'm doing this, like I said, for my angels. I want to live out my dream because they didn't really get to live theirs out. So I'm doing this for them. I'm doing this for me. This is a creative outlet for me to express myself because I no longer am dancing. So we're here. We're on this journey together, and I'm just doing it one day at a time. I'm not going to sit here and criticize. I'm not, I'm not doing it like this person, or I'm not where I want to be yet. Like, it's okay. It's okay. One day at a time, deep breaths. If you have people that support you, just lean on them when you need it. And I'm here if you guys ever need someone to talk to. Like, just know that you're not alone, and I want to be here for support. So thank you for listening to my TED Talk. Fast forward to current day. Life is good. Life is good. Like, there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and I'm not saying every day is going to be really great. Like, some days suck. Some days I don't want to talk to anyone. Some days I'm just pissed off. Like, we all have those days, but it's really truly how we just pick back up. We keep going. We keep pushing forward because I know I'm meant for greatness, and I know you are too. Like, we all are meant for greatness. I all want to be unified. I want all of my hotties to inspire each other, to compliment each other, to just make each other feel good and feel loved and special. So that's why I'm here. It's not as simple as that. It's not simple, but long story short, that's why I'm here, is to inspire you guys to keep chasing your dream, and I'm going to keep doing the same. So yes, Hot Girl Talks is going to be about all things life. Okay. I'll be talking about my walk with Jesus and God, and how it did help me get out of a really dark time. I want to talk about that. And relationships. I want to talk about Kyle and I's relationship, my relationship with my friends, friendship breakups. They suck, but they help you grow, and it's a good lesson to learn. I mean, they are not fun. And I know that people can relate to this because I've heard some things from other friends that I have that they've gone through friendship breakups. And when I tell you it's more common than you think, it is. Okay. So yes. And then I'll talk about all the steps that I took to get to in my dance career, and all the fun things that came along with it, and the hard things, the lessons that they don't teach you, or lessons that no one taught me. So I can maybe be a mentor to someone. If you guys need that, I'm here. As well as modeling. I'm not a professional in any of this, by the way. I just am sharing my story and my experiences. So yeah. But I did sign with Wilhelmina Miami Models. And so I have a little bit of experience on how to get connected and how to just get signed with an agency. I mean, I've helped someone get signed with Wilhelmina as well. So I look at me as your big sister. Okay. If you're younger than me, I'm your big sis. If you're older than me, I'm your little sis, but I'm also your big sis. Okay. Big sis Hal. That's me. I'll be talking about my childhood, growing up as a mixed race girl. It's just, there's things that come along with it, and some things we don't talk about. Like, someone told me the other day, like, let's talk about not being Hispanic enough, or let's talk about not being Black enough. Like, there's always standards that people are holding you to, and stereotypes. And it's just like, F them. No. Like, so hopefully I can be an inspiration to another mixed girl out there listening to this. Like, you're not alone in those thoughts. And if you grew up a little confused like me, hey, we're in this together, sister. So yes, we'll talk about social media, how to grow your social media. I'll have business coaches come on here and teach you how to grow a business and start an online business and how to make money. And of course, health and wellness. I love a good self-care routine. I love a routine in general. I love fitness. Sometimes it's hard to always love your fitness routine, so it's good to spice it up, try something new. So we'll talk about that. I'll have some fitness and wellness coaches and influencers on the show too, to give you their tips and tricks. And we're just going to keep it authentic and real, guys. There is no rule book to this. I'm just sitting here yapping and you're listening, and I love you for that. Okay. This is going to be such an amazing journey. It'll be a learning experience for me, but I love to learn. I love to find new ways to make life more fun. So hopefully you guys are having fun with me. I envision us all walking on a hot girl walk together, having hot girl meetups, brunches, events, you name it, we're going to do it. And I do want to add, being a hot girl does not just mean you're a baddie. Doesn't mean that you're so beautiful on the outside, even though you are. Even though you're a gorgeous queen and you are so beautiful, if you're not beautiful on the inside, where it really counts, where it really matters, it's not giving hot girl. You have to be so kind and genuine to be a hot girl. Period. Okay? There's no ifs, ands, or buts. No. There's no mean girls welcome here. Okay? Hot girls, yes. But that's because you're happy, healthy on the inside. Okay? Love yourself. Treat yourself with respect. Be kind to yourself because you're so beautiful and you're so smart and strong and resilient and all these amazing, you have such amazing qualities. I want to bring them out. I want you to embrace them. Okay. I'm still learning how to do that, but I think I've got it figured out a little bit. So that's why I'm here. Like, let's bring out the confidence in each other. When we see a beautiful person walking down the street, hey, you're gorgeous. Make someone's day. I'm here to make your day. You guys are making my day by being here. I love you. So a lot has happened between now and the past 2-3 years for me. And so I'm so ready to step into this new chapter of my life, owning who I am, being confident in myself, and just trusting that everything is going to work itself out. Guarantee. Even when it seems hard, even when it seems like it's not going your way, and when it rains, it pours, let me tell you, when it rains, it pours, the sun will rise. Okay. So if you guys have suggestions on ideas you want to hear me talk about, any topics, if you think you'd be a great candidate to be on the show, reach out to me. My DMs are always open on HGT Podcast on Instagram, and my email is info@hgtpodcast.com. I cannot wait for episode 2. Episode 2 is going to be amazing. I don't know what it's going to be on yet, but hey, one day at a time. I just want to let you guys know that this was scary for me. It was scary for me to sit here and be vulnerable and open up and share the trauma that I've been through and just the things that have been going on in my life. Because it's like, okay, yes, Hallie, like you've been through some stuff, but so has the next person. Okay, but I'm not here to compare. I'm just here to share. Oh, that was good. I'm not here to compare. I'm here to share. Okay. So, and this is a judgment-free zone. If you're here to judge, please leave. Okay. I don't want you here if you're here to judge. Don't let the door hit you on the way out. Oh, no, but in all seriousness, this is going to be such a blast. At the end of the day, I love to have fun, guys. If you know me, I'm all about having fun. I'm all about making everyone feel included. So never feel like you're left out here. If you need a friend, I'm here. And I have so many hotties in my circle that are going to be on the show. I'm going to be interviewing makeup artists, hair artists. We've got business coaches, entrepreneurs, marketing girlies, fitness coaches, fitness influencers. Who else we got? Did I say business owners? I've got an ongoing list, okay? People with unique stories, people that are thriving in their own lane, in their own world, but also in their own industry, and they're killing the game. Oh, dancers, models, you name it. I know someone in that industry, baby. Okay, so you're going to gain a bunch of knowledge from all my guest speakers. I've got so many guest speakers. Like I only listed a handful of them. Okay. So you're not going to know what's coming next. All right. I'm going to keep you guys on your toes. I'm going to keep you guys, it's going to get hot in here. Okay. It's going to give a little Call Her Daddy, a little Jay Shetty. Like we're not comparing, but it's going to be fun, but it's also going to be inspirational and educational. A little bit of everything. Okay. I think I'm done yapping for right now. Stay tuned for episode 2. Thank you guys for being here. Moisturize, drink your water, get good sleep, go on your hot girl walks, and I'll see you guys next time. HG out.